And what's good, everybody? College basketball is back. Glad to have you guys back at the stream once again. Covering play-by-play tonight, part of a doubleheader. Game number 1 going down. It's going to be the number 3 ranked Kansas Jayhawks taking on Michigan State, just outside in the AP preseason poll, top 25. And man, this has just been a crazy offseason. So many changes throughout the offseason. I'll be covering play-by-play tonight going down here. And glad to have you guys back at the stream as we have a good amount of people already out to the chat here. Appreciate all you guys for stopping on by here for opening night. Playboy Brian, what's good? Lost Pupper, back at the stream. Vegas, welcome in, man. Goody back in. Aunt Lucas, glad to have you guys back at the stream once again. Ethan's in. Man, cannot wait for tonight. Should be an awesome night. This is part of the Champions Classic here. Game number 1. Game number 2 will be Duke versus Kentucky, tipping off around 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Kansas 4.5-point favorites on the line. Over under set at 141 tonight. Madison Square Garden. Game number 1 tipping off in a couple minutes from now. Kansas here with some big offseason pickups. They've retained 4 of their starters in the offseason. Ochai Agbaji, Damon McCormack, Christian Brown, Jalen Wilson as well. They will be without Wilson, though, tonight as he is out due to a 4-game suspension in the preseason. And then they only lost 1 starter, 2020 Defensive Player of the Year, Marcus Garrett, left in the offseason. 3 key transfers. Remy Martin from Arizona State averaged 19 points per game past 2 seasons, top scorer in the Pac-12. Joseph Yashafu comes from Drake, the leading scorer this past season. And Jalen Coleman lands, age 25, number 2 scorer for Iowa State last season, now playing for the Kansas Jayhawks. Michigan State, they do have quite the size on their roster, and they bring in a point guard here to boost up their team in the offseason. Junior point guard from Northeastern, Tyson Walker, who averaged just under 19 points per game for Michigan State. They also bring in a top 5 ranked recruiting class. It is led by Max Christie, 5-star, top 20 recruit, number 1 shooting guard from Arlington Heights, Illinois. And then they also got a 4-star recruit, 2 of them, Jaden Atkins and Pierre Brooks for Michigan State. This ought to be great tonight going down between these 2 teams. And also coming back to the program, they got number 2 scorer Joey Hauser, tied for the leading rebounder, former Marquette transfer. And Marcus Bingham Jr., he's back along with Gabe Brown. And also Malik Hall and Matty Sissoko for a couple names to watch out for Michigan State. Yusuf on the stream, welcome in, man. Vincent, welcome back in. I'm going to take Thursday off. So no Thursday stream for me. I actually got notified that I'm covering the NCAA tournament on Saturday and Sunday for women's volleyball up at MIT. So I'm going to use Thursday for like a big prep day for me because I got multiple matchups for me that I have to like be able to get down the rosters and be able to prepare for. So I'm actually preparing for 8 teams, but only covering 3 games. So it's going to be interesting, but it should be a lot of fun. If you guys are doing the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. And also fill out the poll if you haven't already done so. Who you taking tonight, Kansas or Michigan State? Majority of my content I usually covers play-by-play basketball games, NBA, college hoops. And we'll be tipping off in a couple minutes. This offseason, so many teams with experience. And this has just been, it's going to be quite a different year. Because a lot of these teams got older for college basketball because of the extra season. And it was a big decision by a lot of these players in the offseason, whether they go to the NBA draft or they come back for another season of college basketball. And a good amount of these players decided to do that. And then there was a bunch of players who decided to transfer. So this is going to be a huge season or so. There was over 1,000 players in the transfer portal. Clockful, welcome to the stream again. Jose, glad to have you back at the channel, man. What's good? Ant the Kid, welcome to the stream here, man. Getting pumped up for Duke later tonight. Going up against Kentucky. Always great stuff. I'll be covering both of the games tonight. So So returning 4 of their starters for Kansas, they got picked to win the Big 12 Conference. Their top transfer, Remy Martin, 3-time All Pac-12 player, the top scorer last season in the Pac-12. And this team looks like they're lights out offensively. They're going to be without Jalen Wilson, though, tonight, missing the first 4 games of the season. So that's a big loss right there as far as size in the front court. So they only got basically McCormack from last season for tonight's game, the big name in the front court. Genie in the stream, welcome in. I heard about that. Justin Moore had a big game for Villanova. Yeah, let's see here. Quick update, couple scores. And there's already been a power conference team that lost to a mid-major. California lost to UC San Diego today. Ohio State leading Akron at halftime, 36-28. UConn up against Central Connecticut State at half, 36-14. And Villanova, big win in their season opener, 91-51 over Mount St. Mary's. Arku, welcome to the stream. Corey, thanks so much for stopping on by, man. I've got Ohio State in that one. Top transfer for Michigan State, Tyson Walker. 2 years he played at Northeastern. Colonial Defensive Player of the Year last season. And he put up just under 19 points per game, over 4 assists per game, and finally got themselves a key point guard in the transfer portal after a season that they were searching for one after Cassius Winston departed 2 seasons ago in the offseason. And last season they were searching for one as they were at the very bottom in the Big Ten in scoring. They should be able to get some good usage this year, as also they got A.J. Hoggard as well at the point coming off the bench. What's good, Bradley? Welcome to the stream. Gonna be a fun night. Michigan State will go in the white uniforms tonight. Green numbers, green letters. About to get ready to tip off in a couple moments from now. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell if you'd like to be notified here. Future live streams that I do cover. I also plan on covering Duke against Kentucky right after this one finishes up. Kansas with the blue uniforms, white numbers, white letters, red outline for tonight's matchup. Madison Square Garden, Champions Classic tipping off. Should be a fun night. Glad to have college basketball back. Make sure to vote in that poll if you haven't already done so. Left to right in the court will go Kansas. Right to left for Michigan State. Starting 5 looks like this. Christian Brown, DeJuan Harris, Remy Martin, Achai Agbaji, David McCormack starting 5 for Kansas. Tyson Walker, Max Christie, Marcus Bingham Jr., Gabe Brown, and Joey Hauser starting 5 for Michigan State. 3-point shot taken by Michigan State. Missed off the back rim. No good. And it goes to Kansas. First possession, Martin, number 11, swings it outside. Agbaji, catch and fire 3, delivers. That's good. Martin, right off the bat with assist. Agbaji hits the triple. The first basket to the Jayhawks. 30 seconds through, second possession now of the game for Michigan State. At the point, Walker. Walker dribbles, attacks down the lane. Kick out, gets intercepted by Harris. Harris gives it outside. Martin moves it out to the corner to Harris, and they turn it over. Out of bounds by Kansas. It's going to go back to Michigan State 1 minute through. Walker bounce pass to the left block. Backing. Turnaround jumper left baseline off the rim. No good by Bingham. Defensive rebound picked up by the Jayhawks. Harris slides over to the top. Attacking, stripped, and we have a reach and fall. It's going to be called, I believe, on Walker. Off the dribble drive inside by Agbaji. Clock will stop. Yeah, let me know in the chat who you guys got tonight. Kansas or Michigan State. Glad to have you guys be a part of the stream. Kansas off the inbound jumper. Missed at the right baseline by Agbaji. Defensive board picked up by Michigan State, pushing tempo. Down the lane, lays it up and in. First basket of the game, Gabe Brown behind the defense. 18:40 left to go in the first. At the right wing perimeter, Harris gives it out to the top. Brown towards his left hand off Agbaji towards his right. Agbaji moves it outside the right corner to Martin. Martin slides it over top of the key. Harris dumps it off inside McCormack. Backs his way. Jumper. That one hits the front rim. No good. Defensive rebound picked up by Bingham Jr. for the Spartans. Here goes Michigan State at the top. Hauser with the ball top of the key. Moves it outside to Walker. Walker defended around the perimeter by Brown. Bounce pass. Ball deflected. Stolen by DeJuan Harris. And we have a personal foul picked up on the court. It's going to stop with 18-10. Might have reached in here. We'll see who's it's on, if it's on him. Yeah, it's on Harris for reaching in on the bounce pass to Hauser. So Michigan State keeps the inbound. Jumper at the right baseline. Deep two. Missed off the mark. No good. By Max Christie. First shot of the game. Putback is good, though. That's Hauser. Sparty on top 4-3. 2 minutes through. Kansas with a possession. They slow it down. Harris. Bounce pass the left elbow. Agbaji swings it out to the top. Brown dumps it off to McCormack. Pump fake underneath. He puts it up. Get that out of there, but a foul. Marcus Bingham Jr. blocking foul committed. It's going to send McCormack to the line shooting 2. Look close to being a clear block. Yeah. Didn't look like much contact at all right there. That looked like a clear block, but they called the blocking foul on Bingham. First shot good by McCormack. Second shot by McCormack. That one rattles around the rim and out. Defensive board picked up by Bingham Jr. They're pushing it. Brown moves it to the outside. Left corner, Walker. Walker turns the corner, drives. Bounce past the left block. Backing his way inside. Bingham. Turn around to the key. Got it to go. That's good. 6-4 Michigan State. 17:20 left to go in the first. McCormack moves it over to Brown. Turns the corner, drives. Gives it outside, but that ball will get stolen away. Michigan State has it. Walker off the steal. Defensive player of the year from the Colonial. They have it at the top. A little bit of a miscommunication between the exchange between Christie and Bingham Jr., but able to get it out. Bingham will shoot a 3. No good. On the top of the key, and it goes to a defensive rebound by Kansas. They give it out to the corner. Agbaji 3. Skips around the rim and out. Bingham comes out with another defensive board. 16:45 left to go in the post. It's gonna be 2 up and in. That's good. Gabe Brown. No, they're gonna call it offensive. Yeah, they're gonna call it offensive. So they won't count it. Gabe Brown offensive foul as he was driving on Remy Martin. Remy takes the charge. It's gonna go back to Kansas with the basketball. 16:45 left to go, and Gabe Brown will have a seat on the bench. A.J. Hogard now into the game in place of Tyson Walker. Also, number 34, Julius Marble on the court. Malik Hall out there as well for Michigan State. And Kansas turns it over. McCormack in the post lost it. Hogard gives it out to the outside. 3 in the air. Off the mark, no good by Christie. Agbaji drives. In the reach and fall, it's going to be picked up. It's on Hogard. Clock will stop with 16:10. What's good, Mauricio, Avery Charles, Sam on the stream. Thanks so much, everybody, for being a part here. Kansas gets the inbound. Mitch Lightfoot into the game first time today, number 44. Brown gives it outside to Agbaji. 16 minutes left to go. Dumps it over to Lightfoot in the post, and he scores even at 6. Both of these teams trying to slow it down in the early going. 4 minutes, 10 seconds through. And a foul picked up. It's going to be charged to Lightfoot reaching in. Inside the post, the super senior for Kansas for number 44, Mitch Lightfoot. And we're going to take the first timeout of the game. Media timeout, 15:48 left to go. First half here, tied up 6 even as we'll go to the first timeout. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell if you'd like to be notified here. Future live streams I do cover. Majority of the content I usually covers play-by-play of basketball games, college basketball, and NBA as well. Kev, welcome to the stream. Quick update, other scores going on throughout opening night of college hoops, so we'll keep you guys posted. Number 7, Purdue in the early going, 13-10, leading against Bellarmine. Ohio State and Akron, this is tied up at 36. Akron on an 8-0 run coming out in the second half. Number 13, Oregon, up in the early going against Texas Southern, 8-4. Tennessee trailing against UT Martin. Now they just hit a 3, so they tied it up 15-15. Number 18 ranked Tennessee. Number 19 ranked North Carolina all over Loyola, Maryland, 18-3 Tar Heels to start things off. St. Bonaventure ranked at number 23, trailing early at home against Siena, 12-7. And number 21 ranked Maryland up against Quinnipiac, 14-5. And UConn blowing out Central Connecticut State, 48-19. So currently on the timeout, got a lot of scores throughout college basketball. It's a good amount of games going on here at the moment, either starting in the early going or games going throughout the day. There's been one top 25 team to take their game final. That's Villanova, 40-point victory as they had in their season opener over Mount St. Mary's, 91-51. And then 2 games already in quite a chunk of action. Ohio State up by 2 against Akron, 38-36, and UConn is up by a bunch against Central Connecticut State, and we'll keep you guys posted on other scores throughout the night. I'm trying to see if there's any surprises out here. Cal lost against UC San Diego, so that's the first power conference team that lost today. Nothing really out of the ordinary currently as far as scores. I'll keep you guys posted if there's anything. Sneaky good game tonight for mid-majors. Ohio taking on Belmont. Ohio leading 16-10. Belmont retains basically their whole roster. Should be the top team in the OVC. And Ohio, they did lose Jason Preston to the NBA draft, but last season making it into the NCAA tournament and getting a first-round victory. What's good, Michael? Welcome to the stream, man. Carlos in the stream, welcome in. Back into action. Out of the timeout, 15:48 left to go in the first. And it will be Michigan State basketball underneath their hoop. They're going to get the inbound. They give it out to the top of the key, Hogarth. Moves it over for Hauser. Fadeaway jumper off the mark, no good. Tipped off to the top of the backboard. Hit the shot clock, and that will not count. That was last by Michigan State. So it's going to go to Kansas here with 15:40 left to go. Jayhawks with the ball. At the right wing, Harris dumps it off to Lightfoot, try to save it, gives it out to the corner. 3-point shot, air ball, no good by Brown. And Michigan State has the ball, attacking right down the lane. That's good for the layup, up and in off the glass. A.J. Hogarth counted and one. What's good, Jackson? Welcome to the stream, man. Glad to have you back at the channel. Yeah, Ohio State playing a tight game against Akron right now. Let's see. I think I saw UCF on here. There's so many teams. I'll go through and see what I see. Hogarth's free throw, no good. To the bottom left of the backboard. Defensive board picked up by Kansas. And that's good for the layup. Jawan Harris gets it to go up and in off the glass, 8 even. 15 minutes left to go in the first, 5 minutes through. Hall has the ball at the left wing. Dumps it off. Inside the key turnaround jumper. That is good. Julius Marble sinks it. Tough shot right there off the turnaround. Kansas trailing by 2. First time tonight in action. Number 55, Jalen Coleman Lance, 25-year-old, playing for his Fort program, as that is Lightfoot who receives the pass and scores, even up at 10. These two games tonight. It's just these two games tonight. So the winners don't face each other out of these games. I know for a lot of a bunch of the non-conference tournaments, a lot of the winners face each other, but in this circumstance, they predetermine the matchups, so they switch up the matchups every single season. But between these teams, and it's only just the one game for tonight for both of these teams. 10-10, Kansas has it. 14-15 left to go in the first. Deep three, straight away. Off the mark, missed, and goes to the corner, picked up by Hogarth with a defensive rebound. Pushes up to the court, Brown. Around the perimeter, defended by Abaji. Moves it out to the top, attacking down the lane, and floats that one through. That's good. Marble up and in off the glass. 2-point lead for Michigan State. Blue pass, Lightfoot down the lane. Lightfoot has it, gives it outside to Abaji. Abaji at the top of the key will shoot an open three. Got it to go. That's good. Kansas on top by 1. Clemson fan, welcome to the stream. Missed shot from the corner by Michigan State. Lightfoot comes up with a rebound. Harris has a spin move. Lost control of the ball. Gets it back. Moves it outside to Abaji. Settles for a jumper. Deep 2. Off the back rim, misses. And the rebound scooped up on the near side as a collision occurs between Marble and Lightfoot. No call. Michigan State gets the basketball. I heard about that UC San Diego upset Cal today. It's the first power conference team falling down. Attacking Hogarth, pro hop at the left baseline. Moves it outside to a top of the key 3. That's good. Number 5, Max Christie, 5-star freshman shooting guard. The top of the freshman class. Knocks down the triple straight away. Puts up Sparty by 2. And that's the first 3-point shot made of the game by Michigan State. And Christie with his first career college bucket. 3-point shot, Coleman lands. Air ball, no good. Saved at the corner with an offensive rebound by Harris. They give it out to the top Abaji. Abaji off the Lightfoot handoff. Takes the deep 2 jumper, missed off the mark. Defensive rebound picked up by Marble. 12:20 left to go in the first. So, just to update you guys, Jalen Wilson has been suspended first 4 games of the season, so that's why they've gone to Lightfoot playing some early minutes. They don't have McCormack on the court right now. So they got Harris, Igbaji, Lightfoot, Coleman lands. And also Harris, number 3, is out there. That's good. Splash from the perimeter. Jalen Coleman lands. Number 2 scorer last season for Iowa State. 40% from 3. 25 years old. And knocks down the 3-point shot at the right wing. Hogarth gives it out to the corner. Back out to the corner where they swing it over to Malik Call. And it goes to Hogarth. Hogarth at the left wing, 8 on the shot clock. Hogarth on Lightfoot, step back, deep 2, jumper, delivers. That is good. Foot on the line, count it for a deep 2. And we're going to have a media timeout taken on the court. 11:21 left to go in the first. Michigan State by 1, 17-16, deep 2 by A.J. Hogarth. He's got 4 points off the bench, perfect 2 for 2. Julius Marble also with 4 points for Michigan State as we take the timeout. Michigan State's unranked. They're just outside the top 25. If you guys are doing the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. If you like to be notified here, future live streams, I do cover play-by-play basketball games, NBA, college hoops as well. Pringle, what's good? Glad to have you in the stream. Jason, welcome in. Stringer Bell, Omar, Avery, welcome on the channel, everybody. Make sure to fill out that poll if you haven't already done so. Who do you got tonight, Michigan State or Kansas? Pin to the chat. Michigan State's right outside the top 25. They're at number 26. So Virginia is at 25. They received 125 votes in the preseason poll. Michigan State received 87. So Michigan State is one spot away from being in the top 25. So, I think for biggest one, if you guys saw my preseason poll, I was high on Xavier. I had him at 23. They retained basically everybody. I think they only lost their number 9 and 11 scores. I know they're without Zach Fremantle for the first month, but I think Xavier is going to be a sleeper this season. I had Xavier in there. I think I had Virginia Tech a little bit further up, I think. I had Virginia Tech before Xavier in the top 25. Oh, Michigan's at number 6. If Kansas loses, will they drop out of the top 10? Yeah, most likely, because basing if everybody else wins their games throughout the week. And then Michigan State would be big jumpers because of that for the next poll. So we're back to action. 11:15 left to go in the first. Brown has the ball at the top of the free throw circle, moves it outside. Now it's inside to McCormack back in the game. Jumper in the key. That is good for 2 by Dave McCormack, and Kansas takes the lead. What's good, Michael? Welcome to the stream, man. Glad to have you back in. Under 11 minutes left to go in the first. As we have a foul here committed, it's on Kansas around the perimeter. It's going to be charged on number 1, Joseph Yusufu. First personal foul, playing his first minute tonight. Or first couple minutes in action for Yusufu. He's the transfer from Drake. Michigan State gets the inbounds. They give it outside to Brown. Brown defended by Coleman. Lands, moves it over to Hall. Inside to Key Walker. Moves it outside, but missed his mark in the pass. That's a turnover. Looking for the freshman Jaden Atkins, 4-star from Farmington, Michigan. 10.5 left to go in the first. Brown dumps it underneath. McCormack snatches it off of a double team, gets fouled. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. What's good, NC State fan, the fundraiser? Welcome to stream, guys. Tyson Walker picks up his second personal foul. It's on the shot motion of McCormack. So it's going to send McCormack to the line shooting 2. And first shot missed off the back rim. Second shot is good. McCormack up to 4 now. 2 for 4 tonight at the free throw line. 10:20 left to go in the first. Spartans with the ball. Hogard at the point, replacing Walker with 2 quick fouls. Hogard at the top. Off the pick. Hogard passes, snatches it behind the defense, puts it up and gets it. That's good, up and through. Marcus Bingham Jr. ties up at 19. Dakota, what's good? Welcome to stream. Best of luck to your Tennessee Vols tonight, man. I heard right now they're in a tight game. Yeah, it doesn't shock me that Georgia is trailing by 3. They're at the very bottom of all the power conference teams this season for Georgia. Missed hook, no good inside for Kansas. Michigan State has it, approaching 9.5 left to go. Hogard, Euro step, looking for the call, couldn't get one, got blocked by McCormack. Here to go, Kansas with numbers in the break. Brown driving, puts one off the backboard, no good. And we do have a blocking foul call picked up. It's going to be charge to Michigan State. I believe it's on, is it on Gabe Brown here, or was it? Oh, they're going to say it's on Chris. Yeah, a lot of contact right there. It's on Christian Brown here. Yeah, it's a turnover. Okay, so it's a turnover by Kansas. Turnover by Kansas. Michigan State has it with 9:20 in the first. Off of a double team, Hogard gets it out to the wrong player. Brown comes out with a steal for Kansas and throws it down behind the defense. 9 minutes left to go in the first. Michigan State with the ball again with Hogard. Hogard slides it over to the left wing perimeter. It's Marble. Bounce pass now left block into the hands of Hall. Swings over to the top. That ball was almost intercepted. Deep 2 jumper, air ball. No good, but saved for the offensive rebound. Pinwheels out. They get it, and then they lost in the corner. Turnover by Malik Hall. So 8.5 left to go in the first. 2-point lead for Kansas. They dump it off underneath. McCormack powers his way. Puts up the jumper. That gets partially blocked by Michigan State. By Bingham Jr. And the Spartans have the ball out on the break. 3-point shot. Got it. That's good. Max Christie. Both of the threes made by him. 22-21. Christie's got 6 with 8 minutes left to go in the first. McCormack, pump fake, underneath, and he gets called for the travel. 1-point lead for Michigan State here. We're going to have a media timeout again. 7:56 left to go first quarter. And impressive so far, Max Christie knocking down both of his 3-point shots. Ooh. Let's see. I'd probably go around 8th or so in the SEC. Or 8th or so for the ACC. For NC State. Yeah, Dakota, welcome to the stream, man. If you notice the numbers, we got a lot of people out here for tonight. Oakland Raiders, thanks so much for stopping them by, brother. Really appreciate it. Chris, welcome to the stream here, bud. Glad to have you back in. Alright, so right now we're just on the timeout. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified here on the channel. It's Ochai Agbaji, leading scorer for Kansas off of teammate threes. He's got 6. 6 points as well for Max Christie. Top scorer for Michigan State at the moment. Rebounding advantage 12-9 on the glass in favor of Michigan State. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can dig up some scores and see if there's anything like out of the ordinary. Tennessee, UT Martin, 26-26 with about 6.5 left to go in the first half. Oregon having a tough contest as well. They're only up by 4 against Texas Southern, 20-16. I remember, I think it was like 2 years ago, Oregon actually lost to Texas Southern. What's good, Ty? Welcome to the stream. Close game between Ohio State and Akron. It is tied up now, 46-46, with 10:30 left to go in the second half. UNC up by 12, 32-20 over Loyola Maryland, and St. Bonaventure returning their entire starting lineup as they are trailing, hosting Siena 23-21. Back from the timeout, Michigan State turns over the basketball underneath. It's going to go to Kansas. Martin back into the game, moves it out to Lightfoot, dumps it inside, it's Agbaji. Agbaji gives it out to the top to Martin. Martin towards his left, defended by Hogarth, crossover, stripped to the basketball, and that gets stolen away on the far side by the Spartans. Gabe Brown picks up the steal. Hogarth dumps it underneath in the post, turnaround jumper, marble, and the whistle blows in the foul. And this is before the shot. It's going to be on Kansas by Lightfoot reaching in. So second personal foul picked up now by Mitch Lightfoot. Clock will stop with 7:17. Yeah, glad to have you in the stream here for a year for Ty. Tommy, welcome to the stream from Japan. Thanks so much for finding my channel, man. Left baseline dribble, Christie. Missed the layup, but the putback is good. Tipped off the glass, it is Hauser. A pass off the fingertips, tapped out of bounds. It's last touch by Michigan State, so it'll stay Kansas ball. So this is number 21. Zach Clements into the game now for Kansas. What's good, Tyrone, Aaron, Benchy in the stream. Welcome in, guys. Kansas has possession, top of the key, Harris. In the court now, 5, Brown, Harris, Martin, Clements, and Agbaji. Brown moves it over to Agbaji, drives down the lane, get that out of there with a major rejection, but called for the blocking foul is Gabe Brown. That's the second one that Michigan State... Yeah, there's contact on that. Yeah, that's the second block and then going down and then getting the arm in motion. Second time this happened tonight. First shot good, as Gabe Brown will check out of the game now. Agbaji's got 7 points. Top scorer for Kansas, make it 8. He's the leading scorer last season, putting up around 14 per game. Approaching 6.5 left to go in the first. Hogarth, dump off, intercepted by Clements in the key for Kansas. Spin move around the perimeter, now attacking it. Agbaji puts it up and through underneath the hoop and takes the lead back for Kansas, putting his team on his back. 10 out of the 25 for Ochai Agbaji. And quick up the court, Clements will pick up a foul here away from the ball, and the clock will stop. So that is foul number 7 for Kansas. .6:19 in the first. D Wade, what's good, brother? Welcome back to the stream. Inside the bonus, 1-1 at the line and missed the first free throw from Michigan State. It was Marble. Kansas has the ball. Harris makes the extra pass outside of Brown. Now dribbles towards his left. Gives it out to Agbaji, who shoots a three. And that's way short. 6 minutes left to go. Michigan State with the ball as they'll slow it down. At the top, freshman 4-star Jaden Atkins. They have the ball now into the hands of Hogard. Hogard defended by Agbaji. At the top, passes to the right wing Christie. 10 on the shot clock. Gives it out to the corner. Intercepted again by Clements. Struggling with the turnovers. That is number 9 for Michigan State. Martin swings it outside. Clements will shoot a three. Gutted to go. That's good. Zach Clements off the bench for Kansas puts the Jayhawks on top by 4. First one wasn't tipping as good. That goes down underneath. That is Atkins able to get it to go. 5:15 left to go in the first. And a reach and fall picked up inside. It's going to be charged to Malik Hall. Michigan State his first personal foul. Ian, welcome to the stream, man. Thanks so much for stopping on by. Glad to have you back at the channel. D-Wade with a dono. Let's get that dono hype out in the chat from my man D-Wade. Appreciate it, brother. You guys the legends in the stream. Zach Clements inside the bonus, 1-1 at the free throw line. First shot is good. Clements currently with 4 points so far. Yeah, that's shocking right now that St. Bonaventure's trailing. Their whole starting 5 is seniors. Second shot's good. Approaching 5 minutes left to go in the first. Michigan State has the ball. At the left wing perimeter, Christie dumps it out. Hall swings it out to the top. Dribbles up and now dribbles back around the perimeter. Hogard dumps it off inside. Snatched. Turnaround jumper. Off the back rim but fouled. And playing his first minute tonight, Matty Sissoko will shoot 2 at the free throw line. For the sophomore 6'9" big. Sissoko from Mali. Kansas picks up foul number 8 as a team. 8 personal fouls as well from Michigan State. First shot, no good. Missed off the back rim. Yeah, so St. Bonaventure returned basically their whole roster. And last year they were looking really good. They went to the tournament and then they just fell apart in the opening round against LSU. I think they're going to have their stiffest test from Richmond in the A-10 because Richmond, I think, has 7 seniors on their roster because they were picked as the top team last year and they couldn't deliver. Here's a 3. That's way off the mark. No good by Brown. He's having a tough night so far for Christian Brown. 1 for 4 shooting, 0 for 2 from 3. 12 minutes, just 2 points. Driving, attacking, laying it up and in. A.J. Hogard. That's good. Puts it to a 1-point game. 4:15 left to go in the first. Harris swings it out to Clements. Shoots a 3 at the right wing. No good off the mark. Soars up in the air. Defensive rebound picked up by the 5-star freshman Christie. 4 minutes left to go in the first. Hogard has the ball at the edge of the State Farm logo. Now we'll hand it off around the perimeter into the hands to Akins. They give it out to the right wing perimeter. It is Hogard. Hogard defending by Agbaji. 10 on the shot clock. Dribbles, right baseline, underneath, sneaks his way through. That's good, up and in off the glass. A.J. Hogard, 8 points for Michigan State. They take the lead right back. 3.5 left to go in the first. Number 0, Bob Pettiford. First time playing tonight. Dumps it off underneath to Clements and gets it up and through. Zach Clements off the bench, number 21, making an impact. He's got 7 points from the bench, 3:15 left to go in the first. Hall gives the ball out to the top. Sissoko around the perimeter, moves it out to the right wing. It's Hogard. 10 on the shot clock. Hogard swings at cross court. Left corner three, catching fire. Skips around the rim, missed by Christie. And knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Spartans. So 2:59 remaining. It's going to be Kansas basketball coming up after the media timeout. 32-31, Kansas on top. What's good, Kimberly? Welcome back to the stream again. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much, everybody, for stopping on by. College Hoops back once again. See if I can get you guys some updates here since we're on the timeout. Ache Abaji, the top scorer, he's got 10 points for Kansas, making 2 3-point shots. Both of these teams currently struggling as far as the turnovers, more so for Michigan State. They've turned it over 9 times to start out this game. Kansas with 5 total turnovers, but Kansas some production from the bench. Zach Clements, he's got 5 points. Mitch Lightfoot's got 4 off the bench. Jalen Coleman lands with a 3. So 12 total bench points. Michigan State's got 13 total bench points. 6 points each by Hogard, having a great game so far with 3 assists. 6 points by Marble. And Max Christie also with 6 off of 2 made threes. Ohio State having a lot of trouble with Akron. Picking off where they left off this season, losing to Oral Robertson's. This is a team that's struggling, go into the season losing their top scorer, Dwayne Washington Jr. So I expected them to struggle with guard play. Ranked at number 17, I thought that number was way too high. And they're losing by 1 against Akron, 53-52 with 6:42 left to go remaining in that game. Other games going on, number 18 ranked Tennessee now pulling away up against UT Martin by 10, 40-30. Number 13 ranked Oregon leading Texas Southern 28-21. Purdue up at halftime 48-35 over Bellarmine. St. Bonaventure trailing with 3.5 left to go in the first half against Siena 28-27. UNC up against Loyola Maryland 42-29. And Maryland by 15 over Quinnipiac 37-22. UConn destroying Central Connecticut State 62-27. The Dayton Flyers having some trouble with UIC. University of Illinois Chicago 25-24 Dayton. Georgia losing at home against Florida International 24-22. So yeah, there's a couple scores out of the ordinary. Georgia's predicted as one of the bottom power conference teams in all of college basketball this season. West Virginia in a tight game against Oakland, 22-18. So a lot of scores going on. We'll keep you guys posted throughout the night. 2:40 left to go in the first. Back to action, Kansas. Jumper, deep 2, missed by Coleman, lands. Tipped out of bounds to the baseline, and last touch by McCormack, so it's going to be Michigan State ball. On the court now, 5 currently on the court for Kansas. Bob Pettiford, DeJuan Harris, Ache Abaji, David McCormack, Jalen Coleman lands. And then Michigan State has 2 freshmen on the court at the moment with 4-star Jaden Akins. Max Christie also on the court. He's got 6 points. That shot missed in the key by Michigan State. Hauser, Hogard, and Bingham Jr., the other 3 in the court along. 2:15 in the first. Kansas has the ball. They swing it outside. Abaji, and they get called on a turnover for Kansas. Jay Ramirez, what's good? Welcome back to the stream. Paul, welcome to the stream. I saw your thing earlier. This is my first game that I'm actually watching or calling for you guys. I did see a little bit of the Ohio State before I started the stream, the Ohio State Akron game. A little bit of the first half. And then a turnover by Michigan State right back. So that's turnover number 10. Stepping on the bounds of the corner is Christie. Yeah, that's expected from Georgia, though. Well, Florida International, they should be able to take that game based on Georgia, but basically their majority of their roster transferred in the offseason. And yeah, I think Georgia is going to have a year that kind of similar to Nebraska from 2 seasons ago, or Kansas State from last year, if I had to compare it, for what Georgia might go through for basketball. 1.5 left to go in the first. 3-point game, mid-range jumper, off the front rim. Missed no good by Akins for Michigan State. Kansas comes out with a board, pushing tempo, attacking. That's good for the layup. Bob Pettiford Jr. puts Kansas up by 5, gets the layup to go with 1:20 left before half. So we hadn't seen a lot of pushing tempo so far tonight in this game, and we just did right there with Bob Pettiford Jr. off of the rebound. Take it up the court, get fouled, and it was on Hogarth who picked up the blocking foul. Free throw is good. 3-point play complete for Kansas, up by 6. 1:15 left to go in the first. And Tom Izzo here will take a timeout for Michigan State. 37-31, 1:15 left to go in the first quarter. We'll go on to another timeout. I think this is going to be a quick one, so we'll keep you guys posted. I'm going to go through scores, what's going on throughout college basketball. If I missed anything from what I was reporting earlier, Ole Miss is losing right now against New Orleans, 15-11. So a couple power conference teams are trailing in the early going. Xavier up against Niagara, 13-8. This could be a sneaky matchup to watch out for. Georgia Tech's up to Miami, Ohio, 14-11. That could be one that could be an interesting matchup as far as maybe like Miami, Ohio making that one close. West Virginia is only leading by 4 against Oakland, 27-23. Syracuse, no problem, by 22 against Lafayette, 52-30 for Syracuse. And whoa, yeah, this is one that's shocking right here. Richmond is trailing by 8 against North Carolina Central, 36-28. This Richmond team has 7 seniors in the roster. Picked to finish number 2 in the A10, and they are trailing. So the A10, to start off the season right now, they are right out of the gate struggling as far as St. Bonaventure having a tough time against Siena. Bonnie's only up by 1 with about 1:15 left to go in the first half, 33-32. So, yeah, that's shocking so far. Both of those top 2 teams in the A10 struggling right out of the gate. 1 minute left to go in the first. Turnaround jumper. Missed off the mark for Michigan State. They got an offensive rebound and then contacted onto the ground as Akins, so he's going to shoot 2 at the line. Yeah, I'll be doing Kentucky against Duke tonight, so feel free to join in for Kentucky versus Duke if you guys would like to. And hello to Walter as well. Thanks so much for having Walter be a part of the stream. First shot, no good. Missed off the front rim by the freshman 4-star recruit Jaden Akins from Farmington, Michigan. I'll keep you guys posted with Ohio. We're going to go to halftime, and Ohio State will be with under 4 minutes left to go against Akron. Akron leads right now 60-59. So we'll keep you guys posted there. Second shot good at the line by Akins for Michigan State. 45 seconds left to go in the first. Brown gives it outside to Harris. Harris attacks underneath the hoop. Pump fake, puts it up and blocked. That will be a clean block by Michigan State as they have the basketball. Big block underneath by Marble. Denied DeJuan Harris. 5-point game, chance to cut into it. Swarmed underneath. They give it out to the top. Slowing down the ball for Sparty at the point, A.J. Hogard. 4-second differential shot clock and game clock. At the top of the key. Bounce pass. Deflected. Gets stolen away by Kansas. 8 seconds left to go. Pass up the court at Baji. Joel's behind his back behind the defense. Through the contact. Fouled. And he's going to head to the line shoot too. 4.2 seconds left to go. 2 shots here coming up at the free throw line. The turnovers are crushing Michigan State right now. That happened to be the fourth steal for Kansas, and Michigan State happened to turn it over that is their 11th time they've turned it over. Agbaji, first free throw, good. Jared, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I covered my first basketball tournament over the weekend. I recently picked up a couple gigs. Second shot by Agbaji, and that is good. Ochai Agbaji. Great start to this game for the leading scorer from last season. Driving, attacking, and Hogard gets blocked right at the buzzer. As he got denied, it was for Kansas, number 24 for the Jayhawks, KJ Adams Jr., the one who denied Hogard right at the buzzer, playing his first few minutes tonight. Big denial right underneath. So Kansas going into halftime by 7, 39-32. Without Jalen Wilson, first 4 games of the season. Great start, though, and it comes from Ochai Agbaji. 12 points for him, the leading scorer. In 18 minutes, going to the free throw line twice, and he's a perfect 4 for 4 at the charity stripe. So he's the only player in double figures as we'll go into to halftime right now. Man, that first half just flies right by. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well. If you like to be notified future live streams I do cover. Majority of my content I usually covers play-by-play of basketball games, NBA games, college basketball games in the channel, and glad to have you guys be a part on the stream. Both of these teams been pretty impressive off the bench so far. A.J. Hogard, he's the top scorer, 8 points along with 3 assists. Tyson Walker is yet to score. He's been quite disappointing to start off tonight. 2 quick fouls. Haven't seen much of Tyson Walker after those 2 fouls. And then Julius Marble from the bench. He's got 6 for Michigan State. Total bench points as a team, they've got 16. And then for Kansas, they got currently 17 bench points. So 7 by Clements, 4 by Lightfoot, 3 by Bob Pettiford. And Jalen Coleman lands at a 3. Double bonus is 2 free throws. So that's what a double bonus is. So once you reach 5 fouls, they go into the bonus. And then so bonus is you shoot 1 at the line once you reach 5, and then once you reach 7, you go in once you reach 7, yeah, because I'm thinking of the other side. So once you reach 7, you go into the bonus. Once you reach 10, you're into the double bonus. Yeah, as far as watching it or so, I'd have to see, because I'm like always like streaming or so for a lot lately. I've been covering a couple of games for women's basketball this past weekend, so I've been doing a couple of those in person or so. All right, a lot of scores going on. Let's see if I can switch to see what's going on Ohio State and Akron right now at the moment. Wow. 2 minutes left to go. 62 Akron, 61 Ohio State. This game is at Columbus to start off the season. And Akron has the basketball and a chance to put themselves up even further, and they missed a putback open underneath. So Ohio State catches a break, trailing by 1. Right here tonight, Big Ten out to a couple close games. Indiana only up by 4 in the final 2 minutes against Eastern Michigan, 62-58. Indiana leading. And then as far as scores out of the ordinary, I saw a couple in there. I'll let you guys know once I go through, because there's so many of them. Ohio State just took the lead, minute 15 remaining. Purdue up by 15 over Bellarmine, 50-35. Wow, that's awesome. Tyrese Maxey, 16 in the first quarter. I got him on my fantasy team, so that's big right there. VCU's having a troubling time too. They're only up by 4 with about 3.5 left to go against St. Peter's. Low score there, 52-48. VCU leading. So a lot of these teams on upset alert early on. Clemson is trailing by 10. Wow. Here's an update. Clemson trailing by 10 against Presbyterian, 32-22. In the final 30 seconds left to go before half. And the Dayton Flyers are down by 7 at halftime at home against UIC. Tough night for the A-10 all around. Duquesne trailing at halftime against Ryder, 33-30. Georgia, Florida International, second half early goings tied up at 29. Pittsburgh at halftime trailing by 12 against the Citadel. Yikes, tough night tonight for Pitt teams. Duquesne's trailing right now. Pitt down by 12 against the Citadel, 43-31. Yeah, this is a team that's usually at the very bottom of the SoCon for the Citadel. Like a team that only gets like single digits. Providence in the tight game against Fairfield, 42-35. Richmond trailing against NC Central, 36-31. A lot of shocking scores going on. Hartford, who had just won the America East, they are getting destroyed at Wagner, 45-28. Georgia Tech is trailing against Miami, Ohio, 24-23. In a low-scoring first half, halfway through the first, and Xavier's up against Niagara, 13-11. So, yeah, it's been quite some scores today going on as far as craziness happening in the world of college basketball. St. Peter's has just tied it up against VCU, 52-52. Indiana by 3, 62-59 with a minute 15 left to go. And St. Bonaventure is up by 4 against Siena, 36-32. So yeah, we'll keep you guys posted throughout the night. If you're new on the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. J Mark on the stream, welcome in. Rebby Martin supporter, thanks so much for being a part of the channel. Ohio State, 41.4 seconds left to play. They're up by 1, 63-62 over Akron. I'm looking around to see the scoreboard. There's not many blowouts tonight. UConn is destroying Central Connecticut State, 71-36, but not really much for blowouts. The top 2 teams predicted in the Big East are the 2 teams that's blowing out their has blown out their opponents. Villanova by 40 over Mount St. Mary's earlier today, 91-51, and UConn is up by a bunch. And other than that, it's been close games all throughout college hoops. Ohio State just got a big putback shot tipped over the rim and in, so they're up by 3. That is good by Zed Key. 22 seconds remaining as Akron took a timeout. Let me know who you guys got tonight in this one. Kansas or Michigan State. Right now we're just at halftime. E.J. Liddell is just carrying for Ohio State. E.J. Liddell's got 25 points, 11 rebounds. What's good, Brian on the stream? Welcome in. I've got Kentucky by 3 tonight. It should be a good one. What a 3 by Akron with 6 seconds left to play. 65-65. Akron has just tied it up. Akron had played a scrimmage against West Virginia. That scrimmage looks like it had given them a ton of benefit. Wow, that was insane step back 3. And he got fouled on it too. E.J. Liddell has just fouled out. And the player who made the 3 for Akron had got fouled on the 3. So he's going to shoot 1 at the line. So a 4-point play oncoming if he makes the free throw. Big 3 by Ali, and he hits the free throw with 6 seconds remaining. So Akron is on top, 66-65 against Ohio State with 6 seconds left. That is crazy. There's always a chance. Hey, best of luck there to Brian. One and 7 all-time against Ohio State. Their last win was in 1913 for Akron. Unbelievable. They're 6 seconds away. If they play defense this possession, they'll win the game. This is unbelievable. Losing where they left off in the NCAA tournament, and they do have a timeout for Ohio State. Ohio State's also in the double bonus. 6 seconds left to go. The possession arrow is in favor of Akron. Next time if there's a tie-up on the court, but Ohio State will get the basketball, trailing by 1, 66-65 with 6 seconds left. They do have a timeout if they like to take that up the court. Wow. So here we go. Ohio State. I'm watching this right now before we get back into the second half. They take it past half court. Call a timeout with 3.2. So Ohio State burns their final timeout. 3.2 seconds left to play. What's good? Andy on the stream. Welcome in. Trevor. Melvin, Michael, welcome to the stream, guys. A lot of upsets brewing in the early stages. Dayton trailing at the start of the second half by 7 against University of Illinois Chicago. Clemson trailing by 10 at the end of the first half against Presbyterian. Georgia Tech is trailing against Miami, Ohio, 26-23. What a bucket to win it for Ohio State. Zed Key gets the game winner, and Ohio State walks it off 67-66. Zed Key with a buzzer beater. Unreal. So that just happened. That is unbelievable. Final. E.J. Liddell finished with 25 points and 11 rebounds. And Zed Key, he had 2 crucial buckets with under 1 minute left to play, and no one bigger than a game winner. Underneath the hoop, just finger roll, puts it through. Nobody defending him. Right outrage, just pushing his defender back underneath the hoop where he had space, and able to just get an easy one right there for the game winner. Unreal. Holy smoke. So Ohio State wins a stunner. Not the way that they anticipated. How about Memphis right out of the gate here? First 4 minutes and 15 seconds. Memphis has put up 17 points. They lead over Tennessee Tech 17-4. This Akron team's a team that we'll have to monitor. These teams from the MAC have had a lot of good potential taking Big Ten teams down to the wire. There's no question about that. We saw that last year with Ohio, Jason Preston against Illinois. So this team, for Akron, this has to be a team on the radar right now to look at. Yo, wow, Sixers have a ton of players out, and they're up by 10 against the Bucks. That's impressive there. Feel free to join me back later tonight. I'll be covering Kentucky versus Duke as well, so you guys are welcome to join in on that stream also. Wow, 16.5-point favorites. Welcome in Fahad on the stream here. Appreciate it for finding my channel. Georgia still trailing against Florida International. 12 minutes left to play. 40-36. Pitt is losing by 12 against the Citadel, 50-38. And Richmond is trailing against NC Central, 40-38. So a couple of those scores right now are upsets in the making. Yo, Ohio's leading against Belmont. That's another one of those upset type of games. Belmont is one of those teams that basically retained their entire roster. I think it's basically seniors and juniors for that team. The heavy favorites to win the Ohio Valley. They went 26-4 last year. And everybody came back from the starting 5. Yeah, they almost got upset there. Welcome in, LJ's in the stream. They're lucky they won by 1. Zed Key got the game-winning bucket. Ache Abaji with a fast start tonight. 12 points, leading scorer in this game. Making 2 threes Kansas has made 4 threes as a team, 2 threes by Michigan State, both of them by Max Christie, their 5-star shooting guard. As we get back into action here, second half about to begin. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Opening night of college basketball, game number 1 in the Champions Classic. Right to left in the court, Kansas gets the inbound. Brown, Harris, Martin, Agbaji, and McCormack. That's the 5 of the court for Kansas. They have the ball first. Backing their way inside the post, McCormack. Turnaround jumper, gets it to go. As that goes through, puts it over Bingham Jr. for the basket. This is the largest lead so far tonight, Kansas by 9. Michigan State with Walker, Christie, Hauser, Bingham Jr., and Brown. 5 in the court currently for Sparty. Left baseline, gets past his defender. McCormack and puts it up and good. That's through and good for 2. That is Gabe Brown. BD on the stream, welcome in. Underneath, no good by McCormack. Tipped off the glass. Hauser scoops up the defensive rebounds. 1 minute through. Out to the top, Hauser. Gives it outside, Brown. Shoots the 3. Got it to go. That's good. Nice touch on that by Gabe Brown for the perimeter. The first one was actually Bingham that got that one. So we get the first basket from Michigan State. Brown just hit the 3. McCormack moves it outside to DeJuan Harris. Gives it out to the top. Remy showing you the range. Straightaway 3. Got it. Remy Martin. Transfer pickup from Arizona State. Hits the triple, and he's finally on the board. First bucket of the night. 18.5 left to go in the second. Hauser. Handoff around the perimeter. Brown at the top. Defended by Brown. Moves it out to the left wing. Settling for a 3. Missed. No good. And we do have a foul picked up. It's underneath. It will be charged to Kansas. Hey, I'll see you later, Dakota. Oh, they have... Okay, so they swapped the call, so it's on Michigan State underneath. Kansas gets it, dump off underneath, and this ball gets stolen away. Gabe Brown picks up the steal, takes it past half court. Corner to the inside trail, slam dunk. Marcus Bingham Jr. throws it down, assist made by Tyson Walker. 17:40 left to go in the second. Agbaji turns the corner, attacks with a left hand, gets it to go, up and in off the backboard. Ochai Agbaji having a great night tonight. 14 points, the top scorer in the game. Off of a double team, Walker moves it outside to the top. Hauser launches a 3, got it. Triple. Former Marquette Golden Eagle. Joey Hauser, he's got 7. Brother Sam plays in a 2-way contract for the Celtics. 17:10 left to go in the second. Lob over the top. Getting position underneath. McCormack moves it outside to Martin. Deep range 3 again. That time off the front rim. Defensive rebound picked up by Hauser. Gives it out to the top, Walker. Moves it over to Hauser towards the right elbow. Hauser bounce pass around the perimeter. It's into the hands of Christie. Swings it out to the top left wing. Pass deflected, stolen away. Far side of the court. 2-on-1 fast break. Martin takes it. Layup. Got it. Right down the lane, straight away. Remy Martin with 5. Michigan State right now is 4 for 10 from the perimeter. So the first 2 threes were by Christie, and then they got 1 by Hauser and 1 by Brown. For Gabe Brown, got the last one. 13 turnovers, though, tonight for Michigan State. Yeah, I plan on doing... Yep, so I plan on doing Detroit against Houston tomorrow. I work in radio. FN. I work in production doing commercials. That's my actual full-time job. What's good, Ryan? Welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for being a part of the channel. 100 plus in the channel right now. Really appreciate you guys for joining in. Opening night here at college basketball action. Michigan State has 13 turnovers. Kansas with 7. Jayhawks got 14 points off of those turnovers with 16 minutes remaining. Inside to outside. Nice ball movement. Straightaway three. Gabe Brown missed it off the front rim. They save it, though, going right into the Michigan State bench. Oh, what a save by Marcus Bingham Jr. and a three-point shot made by A.J. Hoger to cut the deficit to just 3. 48-45. Timeout taken on the floor by Bill Self for Kansas. What a save. On the far side of the court, diving right into his own bench. And then A.J. Hoger gets the ball, takes the 3, knocks it through. And that's the 5th made 3 as they are picking up right now from Michigan State. $120+ in the stream. Let's go, everybody. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Let's see what we got. Top scores tonight in this game. Ochai Agbaji leading the way for Kansas. 14 points. 4 for 9 shooting. And then everybody else playing with single digits on the board. A.J. Hoger off the bench, 11 points. He is the top scorer. 5 for 8 along with 3 assists. Having himself a ball game. Picking up where the transfer from Northeastern, Tyson Walker's yet to score. He's picked up 2 personal fouls and 3 assists, 3 turnovers in 8 minutes. But playing some crucial minutes off the bench, doubling the starter. Walker has been Hogarth 16 minutes, the second most in the team behind Max Christie playing 21 off of 6 points, 2 threes made by Christie. Impressive, though, for what Hogarth has done, keeping Michigan State right in this game. And in the second half, yeah, they are shooting lights out. 3 made 3s in the second half. A 3 each by Hauser, Gabe Brown, and A.J. Hoger just made 1. 5 for 7, 71% to start things off, shooting in the second half for Michigan State. And in the first half, they were held 44% from the floor, just 29% from 3, so really picking it up here. Because, yeah, they were trailing as many by 9 at one point in this game. Yeah, let's see what we got now for, if there's any, there's any, like, scores out of the ordinary. Yeah, Houston is trailing 17-9 early on against Hofstra. So looking at scores out of the ordinary here for upsets brewing throughout opening night of college basketball. Dayton Flyers still trailing against UIC 36-33 with about 14 minutes left to go in the second half. Clemson trailing against Presbyterian 39-38. Tight game between Belmont and Ohio. Still 12 minutes left to go in the second half, even at 58. Pitt's trailing by 12, 53-41, losing against the Citadel. Georgia Tech's tied up at halftime against Miami, Ohio. Right back into action here. Under 16 minutes left to go in the second. Kansas has possession. Juwan Harris hands it out. Christian Brown lob over the top from the perimeter underneath the hoop, and that is a throwdown for 2. Ochai Agbaji, right place, right time, and he is up to 16 points, the top scorer for the Jayhawks. This ball gets stolen away. Agbaji, 1 man up beat, throws it down with a left hand, pickpockets Malik Hall with the ball. Quick timeout taken by Tom Izzo. 2 scores off of Ochai Agbaji, 25 seconds after the timeout. Yeah, it's been a lot of tough shots tonight. A lot of poor shot selection in this game. It's been, especially in the first half, a good amount of air balls, but it's opening night. I'm kind of shocked that it's gonna go into the 70s probably for this score. Because I remember the Champions Classic from 2 years ago. The score was, I think, like in the low 60s from 2 years ago. Offense was a struggle. Yes, I'll be covering that one tonight as well. So feel free to join in. Kentucky versus Duke later tonight also. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Got 140 plus in the stream. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching. Majority of my content I usually covers play-by-play basketball games, NBA games, also college hoops here like tonight as well. Let me know out in the chat who you guys got. And if you haven't already done so, make sure to fill out that poll if anybody's interested doing so. Let's get some more votes. We already got 230 of those votes pouring in. Nay in the stream, welcome in. Yeah, we've had a ton of people here. Illinois, just like last year. Opening night for Illinois. Success to start things off. 18-2, they lead over Jackson State. I've got Kentucky by 3 tonight. 72-69. Sports Expert, welcome back to the stream, bud. That was a nail-biter. Man. Those final seconds must have been driving you crazy there. Mike, welcome to the stream. Thomas, welcome to the stream. I cover all different types of teams. I'm actually from Massachusetts. I'm a Celtics fan. Big New England sports fan. Celtics, Patriots, Red Sox, Bruins. I cover both NBA and college basketball. Dwayne, welcome to the stream. Yes, I'll be covering Kentucky versus Duke. Antonius, welcome back to the stream here, bud. Appreciate for joining back in. Here we go. Back to action. 15:21 left to go in the second. Kansas with a 7-point lead. And Ochai Agbaji, back-to-back baskets, an alley-oop throwdown, and then a steal and a slam. And he is the top scorer tonight for Agbaji coming off the timeout. He's got 18. 15:10 left to go. Lob over the top, getting position, and that is good. Count it and one. Michigan State will shoot one at the line with Julius Marble. He was fouled underneath. Sparty, welcome in. Hey, thanks so much, Dwayne. Appreciate it for finding my stream. Gabe Brown, the one you got credit for the assist. One shot here at the line by Marble. And that's good. So Michigan State hanging around. 4-point game. They were trailing as many by 9 at one point. Shooting the ball at a really solid clip in the second half. Underneath, Kansas will get the bucket. And on the far side, Michigan State turned it over in the corner. Remy Martin got the layup. So Kansas by 6. Yeah, Michigan State 75% shooting in the second half is just turnovers. That's been the problem for them throughout this game right now. They've got 15 turnovers, and we're just under 15 minutes left to go. Michigan State gets it off of a block. At the left wing perimeter, and he move it out to the top. Marble into the hands to Walker. Walker at the top of the key, working on Martin, his defender. Gives it out top of the free throw circle. Marble back over to Walker. Burst of speed, driving down the lane over Lightfoot. Missed the layup off the glass. Offensive rebound. Marble on the ground. Whitaker take it away though. Ball still on the ground. Out of bounds. And the referee will say, who's it out of bounds here? Referee's going to convene. Let's see. They're talking about it. And they point and say it's out of bounds. Last touch by Kansas off of Lightfoot. Yes, I use OBS for my streams. I got Kansas for this one. And then I've got Kentucky in the next one. My My initial prediction was, if I can bring it up here, my score prediction, I had Kansas by 6, 67-61. And then I had Kentucky 72-69 over Duke. Yeah, Michigan State's starting to find their shooting here in the second half. So that's a big plus. Because last season they were at like the bottom of their conference in scoring last season. The second half they've come out red hot. It's just turnovers have prevented them from getting this lead to at least a tie or surpassing Kansas if they keep on knocking down shots like they have been doing. That's impressive for Ohio. Belmont retained their entire roster. And Ohio lost Jason Preston, so that's really impressive. MAC team's really making a great showing tonight in their season opener. We have a reach and fall committed off the inbound. It's going to be charged to Lightfoot. Lightfoot picks up his third personal foul. Michigan State gets the inbound. They dump it off, down the lane, high off the glass, missed. Battle for the rebound between Brown and Lightfoot, goes out of bounds at the baseline. And last touch by Gabe Brown. So 14 minutes left to go. Kansas has it. Martin attacking, driving, missed the layup, gets his own rebound back though. Remy Martin space, jumper right baseline, off the back rim, misses. Tipped, offensive rebound again, Lightfoot pins it out of bounds off of Christie, and it will stay Kansas ball. Malika, welcome back to the stream. Ooh, good question. I'm actually not sure about that, Bill. Yeah, I'd be interested to know that there. What Coach K's win-loss record is in the season opener. $13:46 left to go in the second. Kansas will inbound it. Underneath their hoop, Remy Martin will be the inbound passer. Martin gives it over to Lightfoot. Moves it out to the top, chasing it back to the edge of the logos, Martin. Martin at the top of the key, 12 on the shot clock. Moves it outside the right wing to Agbaji. Cross court to Martin. Martin defended. Top of the free throw circle, settles for a deep 2J. Knocks it down. Tough shot, hand in the face by a Walker, contested. And Remy Martin's got 9 points all in the second half. The top scorer from the Pac-12 transfer from Arizona State. 3-year starter for the Sun Devils. 4 seasons he spent for Arizona State. Pass off the cutter. Get that out of there. What a block by Lightfoot. That was a terrific cut by the Spartans, and Lightfoot with a major rejection underneath. And of course, Izzo can't believe the call because his team has got called for 2 blocking fouls on what appear to be clear blocks, and the Lightfoot gets a block right there out of bounds, and they don't give him a call. Izzo furious about that. Missed jumper at the left baseline off the inbound by Christie. 13 minutes left to go. Kansas has it. Deep 3, and before we do have a whistle blown, and again, Izzo still frustrated. It's up the court. There was a foul, and I think they issued a technical here on Izzo. The referees go right over to Izzo right now. I think they just issued him a technical. Yeah, they just issued him a technical. So Achai Agbaji going to shoot 2 at the free throw line. First shot good by Agbaji. 1 more to 20, and he hits it. 20 points on the board for Achai Agbaji. Yeah, Izzo got teed up. That's what happened there. They blew the whistle to stop play as Kansas took it past half court. And Izzo got teed up, obviously frustrated about the last call that Lightfoot blocked the ball out of bounds, and that we've seen a couple of them today for Michigan State that looked like some pretty clean blocks and ended up being free throw attempts at the line for Kansas. So 13 minutes left to go. Kansas as well gets the inbound. Attacking the lane, Agbaji high off the glass, missed it. Defensive board picked up by Hauser. Michigan State largest deficit, double digits by 10. They're trailing, backing his way in the post. A dump off underneath for Christie, scores. It was Bingham Jr. credited with assist. Duck Life in the stream. Randy, thanks so much for being a part of the channel again. Ned, welcome on board. Max Christie, 8 points in his Michigan State debut. Approaching 12.5 left to play in the second. Martin moves it over to Agbaji. Left wing perimeter. Gives it out to the top of the key. Bob Pettiford, number 0. Pass off the roll down Lightfoot. Kick out to the corner. Launching a 3. Martin. Off the side of the rim. Defensive rebound picked up by Bingham Jr. Michigan State pushing it. Out to the top. Bingham shoots an open 3. No good off the back rim. Defensive board picked up by Kansas. Pettiford pushes it now. Agbaji slows it down. Open 3. Sets up. Delivers. Achai Agbaji, 23. The top scorer in the game. 3 for 6 from the perimeter. He's going to have a big season. And an offensive foul picked up by Mitch Lightfoot. He's going to pick up his 4th personal foul as we go to a timeout on the floor. Immediate timeout. 11:53 left to go. Second half. Kansas' largest lead currently 61-50. Alright, if you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. If you'd like to be notified here for future live streams, I do cover. Majority of content I usually cover is play-by-play basketball games. I cover college basketball, also NBA games as well on the channel, and really appreciate everybody for being a part on the stream tonight. Achai Agbaji going off. Kansas has made 6 3-point shots. 6 for 16 from the perimeter. Michigan State's 5 for 13 tonight. And the difference here has been the turnovers. Michigan State has more than double of the Kansas turnovers. 15 turnovers by Michigan State. 7 by Kansas. And then Kansas has got 18 points off the fast break. And 16 of those points off of turnovers. And then also free throws, too. 11 for 13 by Kansas. 85% at the free throw line. Michigan State struggling at the free throw line. They've only got 4 trips to the line, just 3 for 7 at the free throw line tonight from Michigan State. And the shooting totals across the board are pretty even. Kansas is 47%. Michigan State's 46%. From 3, both teams are 38%. Just turnovers and points off of those turnovers. Alright, so right now we're just on a timeout. We'll be back in a little bit. Quick update. I'm going to see if there's any scores out of the ordinary of teams that should be winning that's not. Georgia Tech's tied up at halftime against Miami, Ohio, 33 even. Providence is only up by 1 against Fairfield. Last season, Providence destroyed Fairfield 57-56. Yeah, that's my team too, that I'm a fan of. That's not good. Providence by 1 against Fairfield with 11.5 left to go. Pittsburgh trailing by 11 against the Citadel, 61-50 with under 11 minutes left to play. Georgia is winning by 8 over Florida International, 50-42 with under 5 minutes remaining. Dayton has finally climbed themselves out of a hole. They're up against UIC by 4, 50-46. And same as Clemson, trailing by 10 at halftime. They were quick to answer that in the second half as Clemson leads under 10 minutes left to go. They're up 49-44 against Presbyterian. So those are some of the games right now that are worth monitoring. Tennessee had a slow start, but up by a bunch against UT Martin, 71-49. Wow, I just got this one. I'm looking at this score right now. Arkansas, who had trouble a couple weeks ago in an exhibition game against a non-Division I school. Arkansas is trailing by 10 against Mercer. 34-24. So we'll keep you guys posted. That's a shocker right there that Arkansas is losing by 10 against Mercer. They did have that early start in the tournament against Colgate that they were trailing. I think it was like 34-19 they were down. We're back to action here. 11:45 left to go. Inbound attack down the lane. That's good. Up and in off the glass. Tyson Walker gets the layup. Kansas has possession. DeJuan Harris bounce pass to the left wing. KJ Adams Jr., who got the block before halftime underneath Michigan State's net, as he got the dribble handoff and got contacted onto the ground. Michigan State picks up a reach and fall committed. It's going to be Tyson Walker who commits, so that's his third. Inbound for Kansas. Harris gives it out. Brown moves it out to the corner. Adams towards his right, hand off Agbaji. At the left baseline, looking for more on Hauser. Jumper to left elbow. Agbaji off the side of the rim, missed it. Goes to the corner, tried to save it. Oh, swings it over. Layup is good, up and in. That is going down by Christian Brown. What a save by KJ Adams at the corner for Kansas. 11 minutes left to play in the second. Kicked ball violation picked up by Kansas. Hasn't played many minutes tonight, but impressive. Showing hustle on the court for KJ Adams Jr., number 24. A freshman, top 50 recruit. As we have 10:45 left to play. Shot missed in the key by Michigan State. Christian Brown dribbles towards the right wing. Swings it out top of the key, Pettiford. Pettiford almost lost the dribble, gets it back though. Gives it outside Agbaji. Moves it out to the top to DeJuan Harris. 10 on the shot clock. Harris slows it down, signals the offense. Harris at the top of the key. Harris crossover, gives it outside Christian Brown. 3 in the shot clock, backs his way. Tough jumper, turn around. Oh, that is good right there. Christian Brown, hand in the face of the free throw circle and hits it. 10:15 left to go. Slow start for the game by Brown, but he's got 2 quick buckets here on the last couple possessions in the second. He's up to 4. Basket underneath for Michigan State to cut win in 11. That's Hogard. He's got 13, a career high. At the top, Adams hands it off around the perimeter. DeJuan Harris moves it out to the corner. Now dribbles into the key pump fake. Pettiford, contested by Hogard, gets around him and finds his way down for the basket. 9:40 left to go. 3-point shot, Hogard hit the rim short, snagged in the rebound by Brown, pushing tempo. Here they go, 3-on-2 for Kansas. Lob over the top behind the defense. Ochai Agbaji throws it down with a 2-handed jam. Credit for the assist is Christian Brown. 9:25 left to go in the second, and Kansas out on a roll, number 3 ranked team in the nation. Ochai Agbaji, 25 points tonight, having a huge game in 29 minutes. 8 for 15 from the floor. Perfect 6 for 6 at the free throw line. Slipping past the defense. 3-on-2 transition off the rebound. Christian Brown snagged it. Ran the court. And right behind Hauser goes Agbaji. Nice vision by Brown to float that over the top. Knew where Agbaji was. An alley-oop jam. Man, Christian Brown hasn't exploded offensively tonight in this game, but he's had a couple big plays past few minutes for Kansas. Yeah, UC San Diego, who's new to D1, they beat Cal today. So that was the first team that lost for a power conference. Welcome in, Kyle, on the stream. Dave, thanks so much for joining in once again. Glad to have you back on the channel. I'm going to update you guys. Quick update with other scores throughout college basketball. Oregon, no problem against Texas Southern. Oregon up 75-51. Houston is struggling. Hofstra leading Houston 34-28. Arkansas trailing against Mercer in the first half, 34-27, 30 seconds left to go before half. Here's the beatdown of the day. Auburn crushing Morehead State, 42-19. One of the youngest teams in all college basketball last season. Auburn getting some solid recruits to come in, and a year older for most of the players who were either freshmen or sophomores last year. Ranked in the top 25 to start things off at 22. Underneath the hoop, that's Hogard, as he's got a career high. 15 points now, gets the bucket. 9 minutes left to go approaching. Hogard efficient off the bench, 7 for 10. Top of the key. They give it outside to DeJuan Harris. Harris moves it out to the top Adams. Handoff to Coleman Lands. The corner. He shoots a 3-ball. That's off the rim. Offensive rebound, Adams. Puts it back outside off the fingertips of Brown. Saves it. Christian Brown gives it outside. Coleman Lands. Shot fake. Dribbles up. Jumper. Deep 2. Skipped around the rim and out. And that time a defensive rebound picked up by the Spartans. It's Gabe Brown who got the ball off the rebounds. 8.5 left to go in the second. Hogard with 15 looking for more. Swings it cross court. Catch and fire left corner. Missed the 3 by Malik Hall. That would have been a big one. Would have put the game winning 10. 8:15 remaining. Kansas will slow it down. Christian Brown moves it out to the top to Harris. Harris attacks. Swings it out to the corner. Catch and fire. Coleman Lands. Missed the 3. He got knocked down though and fouled. Tough foul from the corner picked up, and that's a 3-point shot. Coming up at the free throw line, Malik Hall fouls Jalen Coleman Lands to the right corner perimeter. William, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for finding my channel, man. Thomas, welcome in. First shot good by Coleman Lands. 70 on the board for Kansas. Some big-time scores picked up, and this is impressive for Kansas because they're without Jalen Wilson tonight, who had 10 double-doubles during the season. One of the most improved players last season for college basketball, suspended first 4 games of the season for DUI in the preseason. 3 key transfers coming in, all average double-figure scoring at their last program. Remy Martin, who didn't really pop off tonight. He's got 9 points for Remy Martin. 4 seasons he spent at Arizona State, the Pac-12's top scorer from last season. Joseph Yeshefu hasn't played much minutes tonight, but he was the leading scorer last season at Drake. And then Jalen Coleman Lands, who just went 2 for 3 at the free throw line. This is his 4th program that he has played for since 2015. He is 25 years old and still playing college basketball. Played for Illinois from 2015 to 2017, DePaul from 2017 to 2020, and then last season, the number 2 scorer for Iowa State. So this is his 4th program. 71-56 the score. It was a foul picked up by Coleman Lands underneath the hoop, and we're going to go to a media timeout. 7:51 left to go in the second half. Media timeout taken on the floor here, and Kansas impressive in their opening performance. Feel free to join me in for Duke versus Kentucky later tonight. You guys are welcome to join me in for that. 25 points by Achai Agbaji carrying the Jayhawks today. All right, so let's see what's going on right now for other college basketball games. There's a ton of games here. Bucknell against NC State. This is a tie game up at 40. Nebraska only up by 1 at halftime against Western Illinois. And these are power conference teams. Trying to see if there's any, power conference teams that's struggling. Marquette. Marquette is losing against SIU Edwardsville 15-7 early in that game. Wow, Oklahoma State is destroying UT Arlington 41-14 for Oklahoma State. While their rival Oklahoma is having a lot of trouble against Northwestern State 28-25, Sooners by 3. What's good, Kelly in the stream? Welcome back in, man. Yeah, I'm 26 and I graduated college in 2017. But yeah, Mark Vital, he was almost 25 and he almost won a national championship. So he might have found something here for Jalen Coleman-Lance. Transfers to Kansas at the age of 25, and what an impressive start without Jalen Wilson tonight. Out of the gate just like this. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. Oh man. Creighton is losing against Arkansas Pine Bluff. 33-26. With 3 minutes left to go in the first half. What? Creighton. Let me repeat that again. Creighton. From the Big East. Middle America, Omaha. The Creighton Blue Jays at home are losing against Arkansas Pine Bluff right now, 33-26 with 3 minutes remaining before halftime. Yikes. So yeah, some Big East teams having some trouble to worth monitoring. I'm a fan of Providence. I'm from Massachusetts, not too far away from Providence, and they're having some trouble right now as I speak against Fairfield. I'm going to see if I can get the update there. Providence by 8 over Fairfield, 69-61. And also, one of my other teams, URI, is only up by 5 against Boston University, 54-49. I'm interested to see what team BU has this year, because they won the Patriot League 2 years ago. Their first Patriot League title. So we're back to action. That's actually where my girlfriend graduated from, was BU. I've gone to a couple of their games. I'm a big URI Providence fan. My last game I've actually attended was 2 years ago at URI. It was the one that knocked them off the bubble. They were playing St. Louis. Underneath, pass gets intercepted by Michigan State. 7:25 left to go. Hauser moves it out to the right wing. Hall will shoot a 3. Got it to go. That's good. That's a big-time 3 right there by Malik Hall. Cuts the game win at 12. Kansas with a possession. Brown towards his right, hands it off to the free throw circle. Floating it up, contacted was Remy Martin and fouled with 7:03 remaining. Yeah, it doesn't make sense from a geographic standpoint at all that Creighton's in the Big East. Couple of these teams, yeah, Creighton's the further out because you get into like Butler, DePaul, out towards the Midwest, and then the furthest out is Creighton. But like the actual core of Big East is what the conference name is, with like Providence, UConn, Villanova, Georgetown, St. John's. St. John's, I'm going to see if I can get the update there. St. John's just outside the top 25 to start off the season. Both of the free throws good at the line for Remy Martin. Xavier's up by 9 against Niagara, 34-25. And then, oh, wow, yeah. So I saw St. John's was destroying their opponent. St. John's is taking on Mississippi Valley State tonight. The score at halftime is 59-18 St. John's. So that's one of the biggest blowouts so far. Ball gets stolen away around the perimeter. Kansas has it. Martin moves it out to Agbaji. Agbaji at the right wing, passes out to the top. Martin attacks right down the lane, being held onto and fouled. It's Hauser who picks up the blocking foul. So Remy Martin just made the last 2 free throws. Going to shoot 2 more at the free throw line. Remy Martin up in double figures scoring as he is up to 11. Yeah, Mercer beat Georgia Tech last year, and I think Georgia Tech lost to Georgia State also. And they ended up winning the ACC. And Georgia Tech's, that's a 48. Georgia Tech's trailing against Miami, Ohio, 48-47. Remy Martin hits both of the free throws. Kansas is up by 16. 6:35 left to go. All 13 points in the second half for the Arizona State transfer, Remy Martin. Attacking with a left hand, missed the layup, the tip in. That is good, though, by Marcus Bingham Jr. Top of the key. Harris gives it outside. Brown turns the corner. Tries to create space. Oh, nice pass right there. Floater. No good, but a putback jam. That is good. David McCormack off the miss by DeJuan Harris. Throws it down with a heavy two-handed jam. And a whistle up the court again. 6:07 left to go. It's going to be on Kansas. Reaching in. Kansas picks up foul number 7. So into the bonus now for Michigan State. 1-1 at the free throw line. A.J. Hoger misses the first one, and it's rebounded by Christian Brown at Kansas. 16-point lead. 6 minutes left to play. Top of the free throw circle. McCormack moves it outside. Martin, right baseline dribble. Stripped to the ball, and he lost it. It got stolen away by Tyson Walker. Left baseline off the give around. Oh, huge rejection by McCormack. Malik Hall soaring up to go for a slam dunk. Get that one out of there right there with a block. Martin at the top and away from the ball. There's a foul call. Welcome to the block party right there. David McCormack with a major rejection. Malik Hall trying to put a poster over him, and McCormack had enough to say to that. Nada. Not in my house. 2 blocks tonight by McCormack. McCormack at the line. 1-1 bonus. Missed the first one. Off back rim, Michigan State with a defensive board. Hogard signaling around the perimeter. Top of the key. Gives it out for a jumper to free throw circle. That goes down. Julius Marble hits the jumper. They cut it within 14, approaching 5 minutes left to play. Or that's 44. Gabe Brown hit the jumper. He's up to 7 for Gabe Brown. Kick out to the corner, Brown. For Kansas. Stripped. Martin has it, though. Gets it back. Martin moves it out top of the free throw circle. Jumper off the back rim, missed by McCormack. Michigan State with the ball. Under 5 minutes left to go. Lob inside. Backing his way. And we have a late whistle. I think it's on McCormack here. It's going to be a foul on McCormack. He was defending in the post Julius Marble. So Michigan State will head here to the line. With Julius Marble coming up. And they're in the bonus. First shot good by Marble. That is a shocker right there. Hofstra is up against Houston 37-31 at halftime. Thanks so much for the update there, Vegas. And this one right here is a big upset. The Citadel is beating Pittsburgh 73-57. That I know. I heard that Pitt's been dealing with one of their key players got injured before the start of the season, but that's just difficult right there. 12-point game, 4.5 left to go, approaching. Yeah, Providence was in a tight game against Fairfield. Providence up by 8 with under 6 minutes left to play, 72-64. Oh, sorry to hear that, Dave. Yeah, this Kansas team can score. I thought that this game would be in the 60s. Sparky, welcome to the stream. That's awesome for you, Jose. Christmas music back for you. Off the inbound, Abaji throws it down with a two-handed throwdown. What a game for Achai Agbaji tonight. 27 points. He's up to a career high. Big things in store for Achai. 3-point shot. Take it at the top. That's good. Sinks down by Gabe Brown. 10 points Gabe Brown's up to. 2 for 4 from the perimeter. 4 minutes left to play. McCormack. Handoff. Abaji looking for 30. Slides over to Brown. Brown top of the free throw circle. 15 on the shot clock. Slows it down. Puts the ball into the hands to Harris. Harris gives it out to Abaji. Out left wing. Harris lobs it over McCormack. One man a beat. Puts it up and in. Gets possession past Marble. And that's good. Up and in off the glass. 81-68. Approaching 3.5 left to go. Remaining. Michigan State has the ball. Top of the key. Tyson Walker, tough game in his first ever Power Conference matchup that he plays in. Transfer from Northeastern, comes from the Colonial. Just scoring under 19 points per game last season, but held at 2 points in 17 minutes in the season opener. As we have a foul committed here, it's by Kansas. Game clock will stop again as we are right now just over 3 minutes remaining. Feel free to join in later tonight. I'll be covering Kentucky against Duke. You guys are welcome to join in. We're going to take a timeout here from the action. Media timeout on the floor. 81-68, Kansas by 13. All right, we have 3:21 left to play before this one wraps up. If you guys are new, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. And the scary part about this is that Kansas is without Jalen Wilson tonight, who had 10 double-doubles last season. One of the most improved players in all of college basketball. Ochai Agbaji, he pops off for 27. 3 other players in double figures. David McCormack's got 10 points. He's only been held at 2 rebounds. Leading rebounder is Christian Brown, who was averaging around 5.5 rebounds per game last season. And he's having an off game as well for Christian Brown. Just 3 for 7, 0 for 2 from 3. He was a 44% three-point shooter freshman season. And Remy Martin's season openers got 13. Transfer from Arizona State, who is putting up some big numbers for ASU for his 4-season career there. I'm 26. Wow, Ohio putting up points. Thanks so much for the update there, Vegas. 92-80 with 26 seconds remaining. Jeannie, thanks so much for stopping on by tonight. Let's see what we got. Quick scoreboard update. College basketball games going down. We'll do top 25 right now. St. Bonaventure, rough first half, but they have a huge second half, 75-47. They're up against Siena. Maryland up against Quinnipiac, 83-69. Auburn leading Morehead State, still with a minute left to go before halftime, 44-24. Auburn. North Carolina going to get the W against Loyola Maryland, 83-67. UNC in their season opener. Tennessee, slow start against UT Martin, but Tennessee, big pull away in the second half as Tennessee will get the W over UT Martin, 90-62. And 2 shockers right now. One of them, Arkansas trailing against Mercer, 36-30, and then Houston trailing against Hofstra, 37-31. My favorite college basketball team is Providence. Purdue, big W over Bellarmine, 96-67 in the final minute. Oakland played West Virginia close. West Virginia, though, able to pull out the victory 60-53 over Oakland with 5 seconds left to go. And Providence still has 4 minutes remaining against Fairfield, 73-64, whereas URI is in a tight game against BU, 60-55 URI with a minute and a half remaining. I think they're going to be bubble. This doesn't look too well right now from tonight's indication, though. Usually they're always in the bubble. I think the team that's going to go to the tournament this year in Rhode Island is going to be Bryant. Bryant's playing a non-D1 school. They're destroying them 100-44. Yeah, I think Bryant's going to be the top team in the NEC. Probably be the only team repping, well, close to me. repping like Rhode Island or Mass, because yeah, BC is a long way from getting to tournament contention. 81-69, 3 minutes left to go in the second. Kansas slows it down around the perimeters. They have the basketball. Jumper, mid-range, off the mark, missed by McCormack. Defensive rebound. Gets picked up by Michigan State by Hauser. Moves it out to the top of the key. Bounce pass Walker inside. Backs his way in the post is Marble. Turnaround jumper. Gets contacted and fouled. And it will be 2 shots here at the line for Julius Marble. Blocking falls on McCormack. It's going to be David McCormack's 3rd personal foul. First free throw good. Extremely impressive start, though, for Kansas. How they were able to pull away in the second half. And they did it without Jalen Wilson tonight in action. It's been impressive. 10-point game. 2:39 left to play. Kansas has the ball. Martin in the backcourt. Martin dribbles, drives, stripped of the ball. Will get it back, though. Poked loose from behind. Martin, the inbound passer. Gives it out. Free throw circle McCormack, who puts it to the top. It's Harris. Harris, spin move. Gives it outside. Top of the key, Agbaji, and he gets... It's going to be a foul. It's on Michigan State. Tyson Walker, the one who picks up the fall, and Izzo. Just season opener here. Season opening jitters, and yeah, I don't think he's happy about that call. Holding it in for a technical he had in the early second. That looked like a push-off around the perimeter by Kansas. And Agbaji's got 27. Will shoot 2 coming up. So the first shot is good. Or he's in the bonus. So the first one he made. Yes, I'll be covering that one. Welcome on the stream, it's Austin. Second shot, that's good. So once again, Kansas got away with one. 2:15 left to go. 29 points, a career high by Ochai Agbaji. Bounce pass into traffic, and this ball's in the ground. Kept alive, though, by Hauser. To the corner, they lost it. Butterfingers wide open in the corner was Julius Marble. And that is turnover number 16 for Michigan State with 2:08 left to play. Kansas will burn a timeout. 2:08 remaining. Jayhawks, majority of the second half, they've been up by double digits. Just been impressive tonight to highlight the performance by Ochai Agbaji. See the energy in the Jayhawks in their opening night performance. He's got 29, 9 for 16 from the floor. And I think retention this season is going to be a big key. And we see it with this Kansas team. They retained 4 out of their 5 starters, so that's why they're ranked up at number 3 to start off this season. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you like to be notified here. Future live streams I do cover. Ohio is going to pull out the W over Belmont, 92-80. It's an impressive start for Ohio. A couple of these teams from the MAC are teams to watch out for. Akron took Ohio State all the way down to the wire earlier today. Miami, Ohio playing a tight game against Georgia Tech, 55-52. Georgia Tech with 8 minutes left to go. Creighton losing at halftime against Arkansas Pine Bluff, 47-38. While another team from the Big East, St. John's, is destroying Mississippi Valley State, another SWAC opponent, 71-23. St. John's. That's a sleeper team this season. Posh Alexander, top 5 in steals per game last season as a freshman, put up double-digit scoring. Julian Champagny, also back for St. John's. Kevin, welcome to the stream. I think it's probably because of the loss of Krutwig. And usually the preseason, Paul, they don't really give much love to mid-major teams. So, yeah, basically everybody returned besides Krutwig, and their head coach went to Oklahoma. So they're like an undersized team. But the guard play should be really good this season for Loyola Chicago. Their defense should be one of the best still. A lot of fouls lately. Hauser's going to draw contact from McCormack. Yeah, that's going to be the 4th personal foul picked up on McCormack tonight. First shot good at the line for Hauser. Got a couple other games in the nightly matchups. We'll keep you guys posted throughout the night. USC in action against CSUN. Louisville taking on Southern University. So a lot of games tipping off recently within the top of the hour at the 9 o'clock time slot in those matchups. 11-point lead for Kansas. Minute 35 left to go. Yeah, Villanova, UConn, and St. John's. Those look like the top 3 teams in the Big East. And both of them hitting the jackpot tonight with major victories. Or bound to have big wins. St. John's is up by a bunch. But they're playing Mississippi Valley State, who Arkansas put up, I think, 138 in their season opener last year. 1:10 left to go. Kansas will slow down the basketball. 1 minute remaining. Remy Martin has it. 10 on the shot clock to McCormack. Back out. Harris gives it to the corner. Egbaji having a huge night looking for more. Float to the hook. No good. Around the rim and out. Michigan State with 45 seconds left to play. Hauser. They give it right down the lane. Hogard gets a tough basket right there. Through contact, no call. A.J. Hogard, he has been a positive impact tonight on the court. 17 points career high coming off from the bench. And he has got himself 26 minutes. He's received the second most minutes behind Max Christie in his freshman debut, making 9 points by Christie for 31 minutes total. 18 seconds left to go. Egbaji, left-hand drive, and that is good. That's going to be Harris, number 3. Harris driving, gets the layup. 87-74 with 15 seconds left to go. DeJuan Harris will head to the free throw line, shoot 1. Harris up to 6 points. Shot at the free throw line missed. 12 seconds left to play. Michigan State has it. I think I'm going to take Kellen Grady tonight for a big game for Kentucky. Left corner 3, no good. And this game has gone final as time has expired. What a start for Kansas. They put up 87 points on the board in their season opener without Jalen Wilson in the front court. Number 3 ranked Jayhawks roll 87-74, up by double digits throughout the majority of that second half. And they do it on the back of Ochai Egbaji. What a performance tonight by Ochai. 29 points, 9 for 17 shooting, 3 for 6 from the perimeter. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified here. Future live streams I do cover. And I plan on being back in a little bit from now covering Kentucky against Duke. So feel free to be a part of that stream as well. Also, thanks so much for everybody who voted in the poll results tonight. And we're going to close out before we do wrap up. We'll close out to the channel members. If anybody would like to become a channel member, it's as low as $1.99 per month. It gets you shout-outs at the end of every single one of my live streams, as that link is pinned to the chat. And all channel members get a shout-out at the end of this stream, as we have Jason, Aaron, Manenhade, Cindy, Rajib, Olded Russell, D-Block, CW2K, BP Greg, James, Magic, Oreo Pudding, Reezer, Bino, Mark, Kelly, Mike, Rashad, John, Jessica, Barco, Stephanie, Ahino, Joseph, Elkie, and Gia for 90, Maurice, Christian, Keith, Woody, Warren, Rodolfo, Kit Lorenz, Pamela, Oscar, Isaiah, I Am Ghost, a member from Taiwan, Don, Mr. Mundre, Alden, Abdurrahman, and Patrick. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining in. Feel free to be back in a little bit for Kentucky versus Duke. If not, enjoy the rest of your night, everybody.